Hey guys, this is Paul Potter, the Grand Lake Guy. Today in this episode, I've got 3 summertime crappie fishing secrets that are going to help you catch more fish. It's coming up right now in this video. Hey guys, welcome back. This is Paul Potter. If this is your first time here, this channel is all about helping you increase your crappie fishing catch rate by sharing tricks and techniques that I use as a crappie fishing guide on Grand Lake in Oklahoma. So if this is your first time here and that's something you're interested in, be sure to hit that subscribe button and give us a like by hitting the thumbs up below. So this year in Oklahoma, we've had a lot of flooding. All the lakes are flooded and a lot of the fish have not been in their normal spots that we usually catch them in the summertime. So this year we've really had to search for them and go find them. We're able to do that, and when we have found them, oh my gosh, it is absolutely crazy how many fish we're catching and also how big they are. Just for example, so the week of 4th of July, we cleaned over 200 crappie, and the only reason it wasn't any more than that is because we actually have a 15 fish per limit per person, but that is everybody catching their limits. We probably caught at least double that, maybe even more, because the bite has just been so awesome. And then also yesterday, I actually had a guy come fishing with me, and Craig Gefeller, and I'll put his picture up here. Craig actually caught his personal best crappie, and this is a 16.5-inch crappie right here. It is, I'm guessing, I didn't have any scales. I'm estimating this fish was anywhere from 2.5 pounds to 3 pounds. Anyways, it has just been an absolutely crazy summer, but what's even been more awesome is I have learned so much with the flooding going on and with the summertime, because the crappie haven't been in their normal summer spots. I am super excited because today I'm going to share with you these 3 tips. Okay guys, so summer crappie fishing secret number 1 is cover. Cover is absolutely one of the most important things. So when I talk about cover, what I'm talking about is shadows. Anything that casts a shadow, okay? And this can be a brush pile that's underwater, but mainly what I'm talking about is docks, bridge pilings, things like that. Crappies, as we all know, are structure freaks. Crappie love structure. So one of the reasons crappie like being under cover is because it gives them a place to hide, okay? They feel comfortable in the shadows. They feel comfortable in the darkness. They're almost like cats. They like to be hidden, tucked away, left alone, not undisturbed kind of thing. They like to sit back in a hole and hide and then ambush prey that's coming on. Now, when I'm talking about cover, one of the things I want to talk about is bridges. Bridges is probably not my number 1 favorite type of cover for fish, because crappie love bridges, they love pilings, they just do. Number 2 is docks. Crappie like to get in underneath these docks. They especially love to get in underneath these boat lifts that people typically don't get to fish. You know, a lot of times you can get an extra long rod. You can set outside the dock and reach your pole inside and fish underneath a boat slip or something. Summer crappie fishing secret number 2, channels. Channels are very important, and we've talked about this before, how channels are so important for crappie because the channel is the highway of the lake, okay? That is the interstate highway. That's where all the flow's going. That's where all the oxygen moving. That's what keeps the ecosystem in check, and it moves all the bait fish around. It's the artery of the lake. So one of the things you're going to want to do though is you're going to want to look for cover from tip number 1 right next to the channel. That's what you want to look for. So if you've got a boat dock that's right next to a channel, okay, bingo bango, that could be a spot you may want to check out. What the crappie really like with the channel is they like the drop off. They like that cut in the channel, okay, where that drop off goes, because what that drop off allows those fish to do is regulate their body temperature, okay? So that's what you're going to want to look for. So when you're looking for channels, another thing you're going to want to look for on these channels is channel bends, and you've heard me talk about this before. If you can find a channel bend with cover, so meaning a brush pile or a dock or whatnot, and then you've got a big drop off like a cliff or something like that, that right there is a number 1 crappie fishing summertime crappie hotspot guaranteed. Okay, the last summertime crappie fishing secret I have for you is clouds. Look at the clouds. Look at these clouds, okay? The sun is beaming down, but on a cloudy day, it can change everything. Clouds provide a break, and like I said before, crappie love the dark. They like the shade, right? Because they like to ambush. Well, when it's on a cloudy day, the sun isn't beaming down quite as much, and this is going to allow crappie to have more environments to roam around in. So what you'll find is on a cloudy day is the crappie will actually move shallower just because the sun is not beaming down on them. So they will actually exit exit their cover, get out of the shade or under this cover dock, and because the sun isn't shining down, beaming down on them, they're actually going to venture out into the shallows, maybe some shallower brush piles. In Oklahoma, the weather is more stable throughout the summer than any other season here in Oklahoma. The weather just stays hot. It's hot and it's stable. It usually just stays around the 90s, okay? It doesn't fluctuate that much, so that's what I like about it. More importantly, crappie like stability. They don't like change, okay? So when it's been 90 degrees and sunny for 7 days in a row, and then all of a sudden you get 3 cloudy days, I guarantee you those crappie are not going to be in the same spot they were the previous sunny 7 days, because they don't like the change. These cloudy days can be bingo days. All right, guys, that's the summertime crappie fishing tips I have for today. Take these tips, go to the lake end this weekend, and catch some fish. We'll talk to you later.